From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for Yan Dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Utah Utes, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. Bringing it back. And the returner goes down. So Utahs will have some work to do after that short return. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On the move to his left. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, why have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll leave it with him. Here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. The Mountaineers offense will get the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. On the option. Now the toss. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
The give to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Feeling some heat. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns.
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utes.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Mountaineers! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
He's brought down at the 33. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. The run to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
At midfield, he's got room. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The completion well past the sticks. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. A first down run in the red zone. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop Palmer and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He's going to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
A 3rd and long coming up here. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
They'll try it over the left side. Hard running there. Turns it on. Another broken tackle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Fighting off the defender. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is smashing people. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Cooper. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
First down, West Virginia.
They're going to throw it again. And they got him for the sack. And the Mountaineers in the hurry up. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw on second down. Gets it out quickly. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in there.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this.
That's a right ball. They recovered their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He's got him, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Swings it out to the flat. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Morgantown. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, Let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
The Utes will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on third down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Line gets set, first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here comes the offense on second down. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Give to the running back. Kept it on the ground on third down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Farmer. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Picks up 4. 3rd down coming.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to the ground game on the left. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Utes are threatening in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that 1st half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Utes headed quickly to the line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Utah! And the pummeling has started.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're going to run it. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And they got him on the ground just short at the 1-yard line. The running back, you could tell he wanted to get in there, wanted to use his power and try to fall forward, but a nice job of tackling by the defense and making that thing fall just short.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wants to pass it on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cooper.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. You get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
First down, West Virginia.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It's still 3rd and goal. Defense in press coverage. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to... And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got room on the return. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. The 10. Touchdown, Utes. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Arkansas State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Running toward the tape. The tag. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Pass mistakes him still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Still on his feet at the 45. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. They want that clock to run. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. Listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Makes the catch past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He can just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Farmer. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Give to the running back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it, offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back? and just leave here with a W. That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day,
snags it at the 30 and still running. Touchdown, West Virginia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They are up by just one over Arkansas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. After that last completion, it's 2nd down.
29 Philly, 2 down.
He's looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Inside the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Going with the ground game left. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.